What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We're going to go over some rigging that I did in my last video. These things are really, really effective. I know this is the craze. Everybody's like, where do you get them? Where do you get them? Well, I'll have the link in these in the description. This one is the second to smallest size, and we're going to be putting it on a jig head because I think they work best as a jig skirt versus throwing them like traditionally like people do with treble hooks and whatnot. But this is going to be really simple, and I'm going to show you two ways to rig this with this size, one with this size and one with a size that's one size bigger. You're basically just worming this on your jig head. It's really all you're doing. And then there's got two parts here. One is the bait keeper and one is the skirt keeper. You want to put it on the skirt keeper because it will stay. And basically what you do is when you get it to this point, you pull it up on there until you hear it snap. There you go. There was like a little snap. That's the way you want it. Okay, you can use it just like this, or you could put your trailer on it. This is a Z-Man Gremlin. You have to use these plastics if you want this bait to stay on this jig. If you want to use regular plastics, when you get done using this jig, you'll have to take it off because it will melt it. Now, I have found out that when you're using it in the water, it won't melt it. But if you leave it on here, it will melt it. So, like I said, you can either use it like this, or you can use a TPE trailer or whatever. Now, what I do is I don't want this to be this bulky. So, and I've done this before on my channel. I've shown you all. I cut these, just the little tabs off. It's not that they're not good or anything. I just don't care for them that much because I use these as jig trailers quite a bit. These are probably one of my favorite plastics to do anything with, to be honest with you. And it's a lot easier if you hold it tight. Hold it just like that with one finger. Just keep on cutting it. That little piece is gone. Did I say piece? Yeah. That little piece right there is gone. And you're basically cutting up the side of the claw itself. See how the side of that you're cutting this along the side of it. There we go. Now, that's what it looks like. Instead of those, that will be the bottom, by the way. And then those little things are gone right here. I cut the tip off one of them by accident. Oh, here, let's make it look like that. And you definitely want to cut this down from here a little bit. So what I do is your traditional, take it and kind of line it up how you want it. I would like the claws to be sticking out about like that. So we're going to go with about there off of it. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ribs. We're going to be taking off this bad boy. 5 ribs. That goes in the trash. I don't know what the hell else you would do with it. I mean, it's too small to be a Ned rig, but that's basically what it looks like. And what you can do is put you a dab of glue on here. You don't have to. You put your dab of glue on here, and this sumbitch ain't going anywhere. It'll stay there forever. I don't do that just in case I want to take it off. But yeah, you want your green to be on the bottom, and you want it to be as straight as possible, about like that. Okay. Once you get it up on there, you push it up on your keeper, and there you go. That is your jig right there. And if you need to turn your urchin bait to make it look halfway decent, you can do that. There we go. That's what it looks like. You ain't gonna hear me complain about what that looks like. That looks like a nice little tasty morsel right there. I'm probably gonna be throwing that this weekend. Matter of fact, I know I am. That right there. And then, now here's the other way to do it. On the size that's bigger, This is a little bit bigger. This is a smoke and red, and it's got a little green flake in there too. But yeah, these are pretty cool looking. We're gonna use a football head. The one I was using this past Sunday in the video, my newest video, I was not using a football head. I could have easily used one. I found a 3/4 ounce jig head and I put it on there, and that was it. But you're not going to go directly in the middle and come out the very bottom. You're going to come out the side, kind of like you did with that 2-hook deal, where you put one and you come in at 12 o'clock, come out at 3 o'clock. It's going to be just like that. And you're not going to... These things are tough, by the way. Anyway, once you get it here, you got to pull it up onto the keeper until you hear that little snap. You can put your thumb on the head and pull down with your fingers, and you hear that snap. That's what you want to hear. And what you have created is basically a football head that's going to sit up instead of a regular jig head that's going to roll around. Actually, you could probably pull it up even more on top of that keeper if it will go. And it did. Okay, good. Yeah, just like that. That son bitch will sit just like that. The reason I want to use the football head, because that 3/4 ounce jig head, that damn hook was big, man. It was sticking way up out of here, and I didn't care for that much, but this hides it a little bit better than a big ass hook. And the reason you want to come in the side, like at 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock, because it gives you more gap in that hook. If you come right down the middle, that gap is probably closed by quite a bit, so you're not going to have a lot of gap. And I'll definitely be throwing this bitch around too, guaranteed. And the good thing about these, the bigger ones, is when you're fishing in rocks, this don't go down in the rocks as easy, so you don't get snagged as much, which I like a lot, because I hate using jigs in rocks. Even though I do it, I don't like it because you get hung up a lot. So this doesn't eliminate it completely, but it does mitigate it quite a bit. And yeah, I think it comes to a lot of stuff a lot better with these big urchins on it. And if you saw these in the water on a jig head, you would like, yeah, if a bass sees that, they're eating that 1,000%, 1,000%. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to show you. That was the 2 rigs that I used this past Sunday, and I'll leave the link in that video down below if you want to watch it, or I might even leave it linked up here. I don't know. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the water.
What is it? Round like a puffball, spines on the skin, got me like, hold up. Look like an urchin, move like a spider, dead on the sand, but it still got fire. Tiny black D dies, hook on the corner.